What's going on YouTube? Crypto Matrix here, coming at you with another cryptocurrency stream. And guys, the Bitcoin price had a massive breakout out of this descending tightening wedge here. We're just about to hit the target right now as we speak, guys, but I want to show you guys a new pattern that I found which could yield a new potential breakout. And I want to show you guys exactly how to take that trade over on Bybit. And guys, Ethereum actually showing a very similar type of pattern, guys. I'm going to show you guys this pattern as well, just so you can make some epic profits either on Bitcoin or Ethereum today. And if you're not subscribed yet, definitely smash the subscribe button, smash that like button, and guys, I'm going to dive right into the price action. And if you haven't signed up using my links, you can save up to over $7,000 in bonuses just by using all of these links right here. And be sure to follow me on each of my social platforms. I do crypto-related information that is pertinent, time-sensitive on each platform that you guys just can't miss. Okay guys, my gosh, we just had so much going on in the last few days, and sorry I wasn't actually making a video yesterday, guys. I've just been so swamped, it's incredible, and actually just wanted to take a little break. And but guys, lots of patterns within patterns played out. Let's just start right here, and then we will eventually get to all these patterns over here. For instance, one more pattern that happened overnight was a big inverse head and shoulders right here, guys. Their major point resistance right through here, guys. And then we did break out of that nicely. And something I want you guys to really take about breakouts is that they happen right around the crossing usually of an indication reading. So for instance, let's give an example here. For instance, we have the 7 crossing the 20, breaking out of a smaller pattern, and then breaking out of the bigger pattern. What's really interesting, out of the inverse, we're finally just hitting the target. And what's even cooler is if you measure the descending tightening wedge, we're also basically hitting the target. Okay? So yes, the head and shoulders would be a little bit taller. It'd be up here around 36, but you guys get the idea there, okay? When you measure the inverse, it's actually measured from point of resistance to lowest wick, so it's a little bit taller. You guys get the idea. I mean, it's real close, okay? So for instance, we have two patterns that could yield this target up here around $36,000. So I'm definitely expecting that to happen, guys, but we do have a new pattern playing out. Let me just talk about a couple smaller patterns than patterns first. So for instance, we had a nice little descending wedge right in here. Okay, that, and then we even have one more going up. Okay, I'm going to make this one white because this one might be ongoing for a little bit. But guys, we even had one bigger pattern playing out. Let me just show you guys that right now. Okay, so we could have a big ascending tightening wedge. Okay, I'm going to make this a nice light blue because we have so many different patterns going here. I mean, this is wild. It's been a wild day. And there we have it right there, guys. So that's exactly what I'm looking at in the price action right now. And just for simplicity, guys, the breakout is going to be pretty massive here. This is a wide berth here. Okay, so I mean, look at how big this target projection, and I mean, this is massive, guys. So whichever way we break will be a massive movement. So let's just say we get a little bit higher up and then break down again. We'll be right back retesting those support levels, guys. And to some degree, I'm actually anticipating a move just like that, okay? Especially if we break down. Remember what I said about volume, for instance. We get a spike, we get a sideways. We get a spike, we get a sideways. We get a spike, we get a sideways. We get a spike, and on and on and on and on and on, guys. When it's consolidating or having that downward volume motion, that's kind of like your indication just in the volume to say, hey, a move is coming, I need to get ready. So right now, that's what patterns is really important. So for instance, we have a big ascending wedge. We'll either retest over here. For instance, if the moving average continues to go down as well as the volume, we'll move to the right. The volume goes up, and even the moving average goes down, we'll continue to move up like this, guys. Understanding your indication readings is so pivotal to really knowing which way the price action is going in the immediate, guys. It's so important. You really have to understand that. Let's just talk a combination reading just for a brief moment. Okay, let's pull up Bollinger Bands. So as you guys can clearly see, we had the 7 crossing the 20, breaking out of the smaller pattern, crossing the median of the Bollinger Band, and then we have a riding of the wave up, guys. That's my slogan on my page, ride the wave. That's what that means. When you see the price action riding within the top Bollinger Band above the 7, that is a riding of the wave. And same thing to the downside, riding the Bollinger Band on the opposing opposite force with the 7. Same thing, okay? But that is exactly what I'm looking at in the patterns for Bitcoin, guys. Let's jump over to Ethereum really fast. And guys, just real quick, before I do that, jump over to like the hourly or the 4-hour. And guys, as you can clearly see, we just broke the 200 on the 1 hour. We go to the 4-hour. Guys, we're still kind of just working the 100. Still have to get up to the 200. We have broken the 55 though. That's a great sign. And guys, daily, obviously, we have a lot of work to do to get back up there, guys. I mean, we still have lot of work to do here. So understand, guys, we are looking short-term bullish, but we are still overall bearish on the bigger time frames, guys. So remember that shorting is still more prevalent. Yes, we're going to get a couple up times, but until we have that polar flip of resistance and supports, we are still long-term bearish, short-term bullish right now. Okay, guys, that's exactly what I'm looking at. Let's jump over to Ethereum. Okay, guys, I'm going to turn off the Bollinger Bands here. And guys, just plain and simple, I'm not going to go over all the patterns because look how identical they look. I mean, my gosh, guys. Look at that, okay? So we're just gonna go over the bigger pattern here, which is very clear as day. Same thing we were just looking at basically on Bitcoin. Okay, we're gonna make that a nice bright blue. Same thing, guys. Lots of patterns within patterns. Just gonna tell you guys exactly where this goes, but let me just give you the last one here that we're working with as we speak. So we do have an ascending wedge, for instance, pattern within pattern right here. You guys, a breakout will come out of this one way or the other. We will either break up and retest the support of this pattern, which is actually another support of another channel, or we will break down and have the same kind of target measurement. Let's just give you the measurement to the downside here. Let's say we break out like right there. We back down at $1,700, guys. It's gonna be a major move for Ethereum. A major move is coming. That's the reality here, guys. Just make sure that you're appropriating your bags properly so you can make as much money from these moves as possible. And guys, I was planning on doing a little bit of alt talk, but guys, as you can see, I mean, the alts are just getting a little bit of a recovery, just like Bitcoin. Guys, that's what I've been saying. I love my alts. Don't get me wrong, guys. Electroneum, Filecoin, Manacoin, Doge, Ethereum Classic, even Storage, Uni, AMP. I mean, I could go on and on, guys. I love my alts, but the reality is Bitcoin, Ethereum lead the pack. That's why there's so much relevance to them right now. So I'm going to be talking about them a lot, guys. If you're part of my Electroneum crew or my AMP crew or Doge crew, Mana crew, File crew, any of these different altcoins, guys, just understand when there comes something prevalent in those coin projects, it will be talked about prior to the move. That's what I do. But with all the relevance of Bitcoin and Ethereum, that's why I've been focusing on it so much, guys. They just lead the way. You have to understand that. And guys, that's all the time I have for today. These are wild times in cryptocurrency. We're getting a little bit of bounce off the legacy line right now, so that's putting a little bit of people's minds at ease, guys. But we still have a lot of work to do. We've got to flip those resistances. We've got to get that polar flip to show some real bullish behavior, not just in the short term, because guys, we can get a lot of short-term movements, but it doesn't really mean anything if we don't break those key resistances and start to get a flip. Okay, guys, so like I said, a reversal is still necessary, especially on the bigger time frames, guys. Make sure you're understanding that, playing your trades properly there, guys. And if you aren't playing your trades properly, my gosh, guys, the student program is just flying. I can't stress it enough. People that are finding my program are really discovering financial freedom. And guys, just for transparency, when I first started the program, I expected a few people to fail. Just a few, but like, guys, we don't have that yet. I mean, it's incredible. I've taught over 100 people that are all in some amazing margin of success. And guys, that's just the biggest reward to me. Seeing you guys discover your financial freedom through trade is just an amazing feeling for me. I can't express to you guys how much happiness it gives me. And guys, for me, at least in the beginning stages, yes, making money was everything. It was so important. It was so fun. And guys, it still is. But I find this even more rewarding, seeing you guys discover your financial freedom and really just see life-changing happening in your family and life. And guys, the smiles you guys give me after your success is really something that I really thrive off of. So in a way, I thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to have this happiness and teach you guys about your financial freedom. It's been a very rewarding process, even for me, guys. So guys, if you really want to experience what I'm talking about here and you can kind of feel this vibe that I'm saying right now, this is something you want to do. I've had students come to me from trade schools and spend over $50,000 and drop out and make it in my program, guys. And they are in Zion actively, guys. They're living proof of this process. I really want you guys to hear that. And I have so many active students right now just crushing it, guys. I really am blown away. And I am proud to report nobody is in the negative, not even close. Amazing times in Zion, guys. If you want to discover your financial freedom, reach out to me today at bitcoindestar@gmail.com. My buddy Mitch will be happy to send your onboarding email, or go right over to the website and get signed up, guys. It is very easy. You can even pay with PayPal. You can sign right up and book your appointment straight away. All of the course expectations. You can make an account. All of my socials are there. And one thing I do request you guys do is send a payment confirmation so we can match you up promptly, guys. And that's really it, guys. If you want to discover your financial freedom, this is how you do it. And just remember, if you don't come from a rich family must come from you. And with cryptocurrency, I make it as easy as riding that wave. I am Crypto Matrix. I'll catch you guys later.
Audio Jungle.